And hello, and we're here at the downtown Out of the Mud Studios in Flint, Michigan. And this is Lessons with Larry, episode 61, with your amazing host, CasaNovA Mike, and Miss Stephanie Winfrey. And today we're going to be talking open talk. First subject, the beauty of positivity, and then none other than the greatest of all time, the quote. And here's your host.
Welcome to another show of Lessons with Larry. We'd like to thank everyone who's viewing. And, today's subject, like I said, is the beauty of positivity. With so much negativity going on in this world, positivity is definitely a great input and a beautiful thing. So, with my troublemaking guest, the host with the most, Miss Stephanie Winfrey, as always, I'll allow her to speak first.
Well, hello. Hello to everyone. But I'm trying to figure out why I'm not the troublemaker. I'm not the troublemaker.
Oh,
But welcome to everyone to Out of the Mud Lessons with Larry. And I would like to thank James Mayfield, the greatest, and Larry Lott, Lessons with Larry, and none other than George F. Grundy,
the second.
the second, for bringing us here today and getting us together for this show. So we're going to talk about today positivity, how we can make challenges into something positive, and in even in our everyday world. Mike, what have you? What can you contribute for our audience today? That's something positive that happened to you, or something that you took negative and turned into something positive.
Well, my thing is like when I get into the moment of the beauty of positivity,
Mm-hmm.
I don't even let no negativity come into that frame. I don't even let it in my lane.
Mm-hmm.
And when the beauty, like the positivity is for me is encounters, is situations where
Mm-hmm.
I'm not so much as looking or expecting certain things to happen in your day once
Mm-hmm.
you start your day. But if it's nothing where I've seen somebody that I can help
Right.
or I can assist, just like when I came to the show early, it was
Mm-hmm.
another show, which is Miss Tara Lisa,
Mm-hmm.
Red Alert. And as I was sitting there, I heard about the amateur night that they were speaking on that's coming up, December the 13th, at the Michigan Event Center. And there's Tony Bone,
Mm-hmm.
which them guys are sponsoring it, and
Okay.
it's $1,000 prize at amateur night,
Mm-hmm.
which again Saturday, you know, uh, December the 13th,
Mm-hmm.
and just hearing that something like that is being put together is a beautiful thing of positivity to me. It gives people something to take part in.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a negative.
Mm-hmm.
The other week we had Mr. Charles Winfrey. We had him over at the Whiting Auditorium. Your uncle.
Mm-hmm.
We had him at the Whiting Auditorium. He put on a beautiful musical. And when I heard so many people just comment on how nice the show was, how much of a good time they had,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, hey, that's what I'm talking about. No more just hearing about the stuff going on downtown,
Mm-hmm.
with the council people and
Mm-hmm.
different things where it's always some type of bickering and things going on. Nobody want to really, hear that. We've been smothered with that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, the beauty, like I say, in positivity,
Mm-hmm.
is you may talk to a person, just like when we was having that conversation the other day, and out of nowhere the person said, hey, this person here helped me in my life when I was struggling.
Yeah.
And I got to this point, and there was like five of us in the room, and everybody got to talking about God,
Mm-hmm.
the Bible, good things. And that's the beauty to me of positivity. but
Absolutely.
just as well as yourself, your aunt, which
Hmm.
is Aunt Essie, Miss Essie Winfrey.
Hmm.
She's reaching what's her age
No,
coming up?
she'll be 90 years old next month.
90 years old next month.
Hmm.
And I'm telling you, there's another thing about the beauty and positivity.
Hmm.
This lady's reaching 90 years old next month. Each time I come to her home, she done bake something.
Hmm.
She answered the door quicker than I can.
Absolutely.
She get around.
She
You would not guess 90 nowhere in her makeup.
right.
Little sweet, humble little lady,
Hmm.
all her wits.
Hmm.
So, those are beauty. That's the beauty, things I see. But that's your aunt, as I'll let you.
Oh, absolutely. My auntie, she's the matriarch of the family now. She's the oldest, and I love her to death. And speaking of positivity, positivity in the family, she has had adopted kids, her own children, and has showed love to everybody, and carry on and took over from where my grandmother did, showing us love. And we all kind of, even through the worst times of our family, we learned how to stick together and have a positive family base. You got to have the base. And I tell everybody, you got to have the basics. But moving forward from that, the positivity is so hard now to capture because of everything that's going on in the world. There's so much negativity out here in everyday life. We go through negative. We have negative things that come to us. Not that we ask for it, but sometimes things that we have to deal with. Like every day I deal with something, and I think everybody does. But you have to push through, and that's what our show was about yesterday on Sassy T Sunday. It was about pushing through. And with pushing through, sometimes you have to try to gain that positive attitude no matter what you're going through. And you have to learn how to push through to get that. But once you learn how to get the positive out of a negative, it's nothing but moving up.
Okay.
And that's how you can create a better life, with whatever you have going on, no matter what's going on in life. When we walked in the door, it was some gentlemen, some guys here. Um, they just opened up a business of tattooing, and it was a music artist, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And they're younger than us, a different generation, but it's just the positivity that they have and what they're trying to create for the next generation. And that's what we need here today, more of that, instead of these younger kids out here getting into things that they shouldn't be doing. Find something creative, find your gift. And I talked about that yesterday. Find your gift, find what motivates you, and turn that into something positive, instead of getting with life, the roughness of life, and going down the bad road. When once you find your gift, you'll find happiness, and you'll find positivity within yourself, because it's all about self-love.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Hmm.
But like I said, when you just mentioned the young men that we met, we
Hmm.
didn't know them,
Didn't even
but
know
when I stepped to them, they embraced me
them.
and shared what was going on with them, and that was a beautiful moment.
Hmm.
When I say beauty and positivity, you know, when they sit and responded right with us, like we all been knowing each other and
Absolutely.
sharing about, hey, I'm doing this, hey, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. I said, well, hey, you guys are doing this.
Hmm.
You're right around the corner from where we do the podcast. Hey, come on and let you guys share your story
Hmm.
and the things that you're doing. So, all of these are positive moments, positive steps. And, just like we have a domino effect in any different category, you can have that same domino effect in a positive thing. It's like passing something on. And when you got that energy, a lot of people don't believe energy is powerful.
Mhm.
And when a person pick up on your energy and it's positive,
Mhm.
it brings the positivity out of them. It puts them on their mode.
Mhm.
But once again, I don't like when I'm on my positive thing, I don't like to go into negative. But
Mhm.
you do have them situations when you're sitting here and you're approaching people with a certain way in a certain manner that's not respectful or cool, they come
Mhm.
back at you
Yep.
with that same type of energy. That's why they have the word. Yeah, I'm just matching your energy. But
Yep.
some people are saying matching energy because it sounds like the slick thing or the good thing or the cool thing to say.
Right.
But energy is a powerful element that, consists within all of us, that exists, I'm sorry,
Mhm.
within all of us. And when you tap into it, like Stephanie was saying,
Mhm.
you can get it. Negative, turn it
Mhm.
into a positive. A lot of people say, well, how can you do that?
Mhm.
The bottom line, certain events out here going to take place. But if you take your mind and say, you know what, I'm going to pray on this situation over here.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was negative, it was bad. But you know what? I'm not going to let that take me down. I'm
Mhm.
not going to let that be a hard blow to me that I can't function.
Mhm.
I'm going to let that bounce off of me and I'm going to turn that around and I'm going to do this. You know, there's people that approach and different things say this, and some people done lost their life over it. And then some people locked up about it.
Right.
Some people then had things happen to them that they couldn't recover from. And very successful, full of potential and everything. But, as a group, as people,
Mhm.
we have to learn to take heed to the positive messages that people give
Mhm.
and try to apply it, Chisa. But
Mhm.
we have I think we have a few comments. So we'll let
Okay. Let's see. I can see Tara Lisa up there. I don't
yeah,
know who.
we'll let George
Okay, George,
get
I'll
that
let you
for
do it.
us.
Well, we have Tara Lisa McBride
Mm-hmm. Hey, Tara
saying
Lisa.
it's great feeling. It's a great feeling to stay positive. Your energy lingers and affects those around you.
Mm-hmm.
Amen to that, Miss Terry Lisa.
Absolutely.
Red alert, red alert.
And it's always good too about your support system and your support system. That
What type of if you don't mind me asking,
mhm.
what type of support system?
Friends, family, whatever, whatever.
But when I ask that question, meaning
Mhm.
when you pick them, what type are you gonna pick?
A positive
There we
person.
go. There we go. And positive.
I'm hoping to be a positive person. That's
Mm,
why I have a trigger.
okay.
And because I have a trigger. And my trigger is if I'm being positive or if I'm going through something, the people around me, the positive my square that I created, I expect to be positive and uplifting. Once the trigger hits is when that negative energy come in, it just sets me off. It sets me off, and sometimes that's not good. So I have to work harder to get my positive mojo back on.
So in hearing you say that, and
Mm-hmm.
you do have a famous saying when we get into these conversations. Oh, you say that's just easier said than done.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you got to remember the true saying over mind over matter. You
Absolutely.
cannot allow what another person do,
Mm-hmm.
you understand, to take you off of your square and your grind
Mm-hmm.
and your pursuit. You can't let nobody have that type of power over you. So
Mm-hmm.
once you have that, allow that, then there is a breakdown. But if you sit and learn what the word rebuke means, if you don't mind, Mr. Grundy, could you pull up rebuke and break a definition down when they say, I rebuke this in the name of Jesus, or I rebuke it?
Well,
We're gonna let him get that what the rebuke
mm-hmm.
is, because
Mm-hmm.
that rebuke is meaning I'm covered with another shield that will take what you can bring into me and not touch me that way.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the very thing you allowing to penetrate you,
Mm-hmm.
that you actually had the power to
Mm-hmm.
sit and block out. Oh,
But
you're not for me in what I'm talking about. I'm excusing myself from you.
but I have a split second trigger. And when
Yeah,
I say but that the trigger come before the rebuke.
You know how, listen to this though. But do you know how many split seconds? See, you know
Exactly.
what?
I know where you're going with
But let
this.
me show you this.
I'm going to
It's strange. It's ironic that
I
you would
know.
say that because
A split second.
I was in a class, right?
Mhm.
And I said, let me tell you what I feel that we operate off of. I said we operate off of a split second of a decision. It takes that split second
to
to
change your
either
life.
take a life or save a
I
life.
knew, yeah, absolutely.
And so see, the thing is, it's just like I don't know about the young ladies,
Mhm.
but a lot of the men watch the G.I. Joe, the G.I. Joe
Mhm.
cartoon when we was kids. And at the end, they say no one is half the bottle. But I'm gonna let Mr. Grundy get that definition.
A rebuke is an expression of sharp, stern disapproval or criticism. It can be used as both a noun and a verb. As a verb, to rebuke. To criticize someone sharply, to reprimand them severely because you disapprove of something they have said or done. Example: the manager had to rebuke the employee for consistently showing up late. As a noun, a rebuke. A direct, strong, and pointed scolding or reprimand. Example: his reckless behavior earned him a stern rebuke from his parents. Synonyms often include reprimand, scold, censure, reprove, or chastise.
So I don't know if is that
That's
rebuke
not
being
the
used like that? Ain't the well? Let me
that's
put this
not the
here. If the
religion. Is
rebuke
that
that
the
we
Bible version of rebuke?
yeah, see if that's the Bible version because I don't want to be
Is that is that
reprimanding or correcting nobody to have a confrontation. I'm just blocking you out. When you bring it, I'm blocking you out. So if I used it wrong, let me apologize.
And that's what I do.
But block it out.
I immediately have to let go and get off and move on. And if that's a form of rebuke without saying I rebuke you, go ahead. You ready?
The term religious meaning relates to the beliefs, practices, and values associated with a specific organized system of faith. Here is a breakdown of its definition, origin, and distinction from spiritual meaning. The core definition of religious meaning: religious generally refers to the adherence to an organized system of beliefs and practices centered on a perceived higher power, the sacred or the divine. The meaning derived from being religious is tied to 1. Shared beliefs, the system. Specific doctrines, mythologies, and teachings that adherents hold to be true, e.g., belief in a specific god, reincarnation, creation stories. 2. Organized practice, the institution.
Well, let's just
No,
clear.
no, no. That was my bad. I didn't put the right. I was trying to tell it to continue with the
Oh, okay. I
religious
got you.
meaning, but it gave a religious meaning definition.
Oh, yeah, because that
Yeah.
was a little off, and I'm like, well, hey, I'm confused, and
I was too. I was
and
trying
I've
to figure
been
out
using
why.
the word improperly for a long time.
Go to Wednesday Bible study.
Yes, so I was actually.
Wednesday Bible study.
I thought I was chewing
Well,
gum, but maybe it was a gummy. I don't know.
Can anybody refer me to a Wednesday Bible study?
You're done with mine. Okay.
I need a.
Understood.
I know Tara Lisa. I know.
Yeah, Tara Lisa could definitely break that down for us.
Tara Lisa.
Calling on
I
red
need a
alert, red
Wednesday-
alert.
I
We've
need
got
a-
a red alert.
I need a Wednesday Bible study.
So let's see what it say now.
Religious meaning of rebuke centers on divine or authoritative correction and reproof, intended not to shame, but to lead to repentance, spiritual growth, and restoration to a righteous path. This concept is particularly prominent in the Bible and is tied to God's discipline, the role of religious leaders, and the responsibility of believers toward one another. Key aspects of rebuke in religious context. 1. Divine correction and love. In Christianity and Judaism, a rebuke from God is often viewed as a sign of love and discipline. It is not purely punitive, but serves as a corrective measure to steer people away from sin and back toward God's law or will.
Right.
Scriptural basis.
That's it.
The Bible teaches that God disciplines those he loves.
Mhm.
For example, in the New Testament, Revelation chapter 3 verse 19 states, "Those whom I love, I rebuke and discipline. So be earnest and repent." Purpose. The ultimate goal is spiritual healing and restoration. 2. Authority and cessation. When God or figures acting with divine authority, like Jesus or the prophets, issue a rebuke, It is a powerful demand for something to stop immediately.
Okay.
Authority.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, good.
Mhm.
Thanks for that. But to make a long story short, let's go, because I'm not trying to take no one into Sunday school or nothing like that. I mean, it's just that my point is as an individual, when somebody brings something to you that just ain't right and don't sit well with you, don't engage with them. Shut it off and go on, get in your lane and take. I don't mind going and stepping out of that street and letting them have that path, and I'll take another one because what they talking about ain't what I'm trying to hear, and I want as a part of me.
And it may not be even what you're talking about, which I get that. But
Well,
sometimes
that's
if
when
I'm
you say you had
yeah,
the trigger, so it got to
it
be
is a trigger
when they bring it to you.
Yeah,
So,
but if I'm having a conversation and it's on a serious note and somebody's going through something, I need somebody to uplift me, right?
right,
I need somebody to uplift me instead of saying, well, everybody got issues or everybody going through something. That's not when you have positivity in your life and you know what a person's situation is, you need those people in your life
right,
to uplift you.
right. Well, just like it was said on Sassy T, on you guys'
Mhm.
show,
Mhm.
you know, it's picking the right people.
Mhm.
You know, when you pick a circle and a support team or any of that, you make sure you pick a person that y'all on the same accord, that
Right.
y'all view things, and you know this person's open-minded and coming from a good place. We can't just take, even though they say you can learn from a dummy, but you can't just take the minute anyone says something and just apply it. You have to examine it and examine the person you're getting it from. But at the end of the day, once you've put that right positive energy and people and spirits around you, there we go again with the beauty, you understand, of positivity. Now, speaking of positivity, we finna switch gears here. And we getting ready to pay homage to a very positive person who have did nothing but displayed the beauty
Today.
and positivity and also exercise it today. And that would be the one and only, the GWOAT,
Clarissa Shields.
Miss Clarissa Shields.
Hey, she
Hey
did
there.
the thing.
Yes, she is. Not only is she a champion in the ring, but she's a champion outside the ring. And I hope that we all of Flint continue to be supportive
Of her.
to her and the things she do in her community and for herself as well,
Yeah.
and as well as in the ring.
Yeah. Because she showed a lot of positivity today. She showed up and showed out today.
How was that?
With them turkeys.
Oh, the turkeys.
The turkeys. She showed up and showed out. I didn't get a chance to make it up there, but I heard that it was phenomenal.
I think
She did her thing. But I think we have a little clip today
of a few things on
of a few
Miss
things.
Clarissa.
A news Channel 5.
Thank you, Chief. Appreciate it.
There we go.
Well, the GWOAT, the greatest woman of all time, back in her hometown. There she is right there, handing out Thanksgiving staples outside of Burston Fieldhouse in Flint.
Yeah, with the holiday right around the corner, boxing champ Clarissa Shields is looking to make a mark outside of the ring.
Yes, like she always does. TV5's Zane Omer was there and spoke with Shields as cars wrapped around the block for that giveaway. Check it out.
The line so long you couldn't see the end, all for a free turkey and a chance to meet the GWOAT.
Boxing is my job, so my job is to, put a hurt on people, but outside the ring, my job is to help and inspire people, and that's what I live to do.
Boxing champion Clarissa Shields handing out hundreds of free turkeys and meal kits ahead of Thanksgiving.
Once upon a time, people were giving me turkeys and giving me Christmas gifts because my parents couldn't afford it. So I just want to be able to give back up in that way. And, nobody should have to go without for the holidays.
In previous years, the drive-through style event was held at the Affinity Gym in Beecher, but Shields says she's happy to be back at Burston Fieldhouse, the place where it all began.
Got my first black eye, my first busted lip and everything in the basement of the building that we're standing in front of. So I feel like Burston and the Flint community helped me become who I am and really made me a great person.
Flint residents lining up early to get a meal and meet the GWOAT.
It's an honor, because she's from Flint. She's doing a good job in box. Proud ain't even a word. It's just ecstatic.
And in the season of giving, the greatest woman of all time is not just helping others.
It's good that you're from here and you helping here.
She's also saying thanks to her hometown.
I hope that the message that I send is that we all are people and we're all human. I feel like sometimes celebrities get so big that you can't talk to them, you can't text them. You know what I mean? It's like everything just so made up and fake. But I want them to know that I'm a real person. I have real feelings. I care about my community.
In Flint,
Get ready to start cooking.
Zayn Omer,
We should all be giving back to try to help somebody.
WN.
Did y'all see them bags? When I tell you it was so well put together,
Class act.
that was class act right there. The delivery of that whole ambiance. The turkeys were they nice, and the packaging that she had the stuff in, they were like in little bags. It just wasn't no paper bag or no box or nothing like that. The delivery was just phenomenal, and that's what we're talking about, the positivity,
The beauty and
and the
positivity.
beauty of it. That was just beautiful.
Because she has her money. She could have sit and chose to do anything else and been somewhere anywhere on a vacation where it's hotter. But just like
It's
she
11
trained hard in the gym, she was right out there in the cold putting that same work in. Make sure
Heels
people
on.
eat.
Yep.
Yes,
And she had her heels on.
yes.
Yeah.
There's just another clip for her. Another clip. Right out there in the thickness.
Congratulations, Clarissa.
Yeah, again, we just definitely proud of you and the things that you're out here doing. We just, from here, from out of the mud, we are truly, thankful to you and proud of you for what you're doing.
Yeah.
But once again, that's that beauty and positivity.
Yep. And throughout all the negativity that might come her way, she's a fighter, and she's gonna fight through that and whatever else come her way.
She fought through it.
Yeah, yep.
'Cause-
And it's gonna always be a fight because you got your haters out there. You got people that just don't want to see you make it. But she has that backbone
But let's even go with this.
to fight.
Through the things she experienced in her life, she could easily say, you know what? Hey, forget
Throw
this
the towel.
place. I'm not doing that. I don't even want to remember this place. But once we say you learn how to take and turn a negative into a positive, she's a prime example of that. You understand? No matter what it is she endured in her young life, she still stands tall. And that's why I say not only is she a champion in the ring, she's a champion outside the ring.
Do we have her
And she
stats?
demonstrates that. Her stats? Oh yeah, can we get her stats up, please?
Let's see if we
Do a
can get her
little
stats.
rundown on her stats and where she's at, because she's well accomplished as a professional boxer, a champion.
There we go.
Yes.
We got her stats.
As a matter of fact, we let the professional voice read that off.
Because
we're gonna let the we put something together. Let's see what it say.
okay.
There goes somebody else too down there. Said something. Oh, that look like that's my daughter.
It is. Hey, Money Mike. Michael.
It's Money Michael. That's my twin.
It is. I know.
Yes, it is. Hey, baby, love you. And that's my champion.
Absolutely.
And I'm proud of.
Oh,
my twin.
From Claressa Shields, the GWOT Greatest Woman of All Time. Claressa Shields is an American professional boxer and mixed martial artist. She holds the distinction of being the only boxer in history, male or female, to hold all 4 major world titles, WBA, WBC, IBF, and WBO, simultaneously in 2 different weight classes. First place medal amateur career milestones. Asterisk double Olympic gold medalist.
Yes.
She is the first American boxer, male or female, to win back-to-back Olympic medals in the sport.
Number 1.
2012 London Olympics, gold in the middleweight division. Boxing was included. Asterisk 2016 Rio Olympics, gold in the middleweight division. Trophy professional boxing belts won, the undisputed queen. Claressa Shields has achieved undisputed champion status in 2 state divisions, a rare feat known as the undisputed champion era. Weight class status belts held: WBC, WBA, IBF, WBO. Year achieved. Weight 160 pounds. Undisputed champion, all 4 major belts plus the ring title 2019. Light middleweight 154 pounds. Undisputed champion, all 4 major belts plus the ring title 2023. Super middleweight 168 pounds. Unified champion, WBC and IBF titles 2017. Asterisk total belts. She has won a total of 13 major world championships, counting the 4 sanctioning body belts and the ring title in each division she's unified. Boxing love, what is she doing right now? Claressa Shields is actively competing in both boxing and mixed martial arts, MMA, aiming to become a world champion in 2 different combat sports. Asterisk boxing. She is the current undisputed world light middleweight champion. Her next boxing opponent is anticipated soon to defend her belts. Asterisk MMA, Professional Fighters League, PFL. She signed with the PFL in 2020. She continues to train and compete in MMA, demonstrating her commitment to conquering another combat sport. Asterisk advocacy. She is a strong advocate for equal pay in women's sports and is highly vocal about pushing for better opportunities for female boxers. Memo Media Show Release Statement. Highest respect.
Okay.
This statement is crafted to emphasize her unique history.
Okay. And I would like to give Claressa her flowers now.
Definitely.
Her roses, her wildflowers. She deserves her flowers today and every day and all of her future.
Yes.
So instead of, sometimes we wait too late to give people their flowers.
Well, I had heard a person say I'd rather have them now instead of getting them hand to me instead of put on me. Because when they put on you, that means you are in a casket.
So we hand you the flowers today.
While you here and alive, strong and alive.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was a great example of positivity and bringing it and through everything.
For immediate release.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Title: Celebrating the Undisputed Legacy of Claressa Shields. Out of the Mud Ink Media is immensely proud and privileged to acknowledge a figure whose name is etched permanently in the annals of combat sports history: Claressa Shields. Claressa Shields is not just a champion, she is a historical anomaly. She holds the unprecedented distinction of being the only boxer in the 100-year history of the sport to achieve undisputed champion status in 2 separate weight divisions. This feat, which spans the light middleweight and middleweight classes, is a testament to her unmatched skill, dedication, and dominance. A 2-time Olympic gold medalist, the first and only American boxer to accomplish the feat, Claressa's career embodies sheer excellence. She has redefined what is possible for women in the ring, earning her the title of the GWAT Greatest Woman of All Time.
Okay.
As Claressa continues to chase history, defending her throne in boxing and forging a new path in MMA, her legacy serves as a blindingly bright source of inspiration. We salute her courage, her commitment to the craft, and her relentless fight for equality. She is, without question, the standard bearer for the next generation of combat athletes.
So there's some things on there I got to update because there's some information that when I was putting it together that did not get added. So that's on me. I take the blame on that.
No problem.
But I've always admired Claressa Shields, especially being from here. My bias, anything and everything from Flint, I love. I don't care what people think or say. and then her having the audacity to believe, and then having the ability to back her audacity, and then also making sure that she puts the work in, so she ain't signing checks she can't cash.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's the greatness of the greatest.
Yeah, but and piggybacking off of that, a lot of things, when it comes to what you say, they say, hey, the one's actions match their words. And she was like, yeah, a lot of celebrities don't this, don't that. One thing I can say truly I experienced on each occasion of encountering Miss Shields. We've been at the skating rink when she won her medals, different things, to when she got her championships. Whenever you encounter her, she do not separate herself as uppity.
No.
Or I'm too good for you. She is one of the most down to earth people I have ever met as a celebrity. You can sit there and she gonna talk with you. Hey, but no funny nose up in the air type of stuff. Just like you said, she walked the walk and she talks the talk and walk the walk in the ring. She's the same outside the ring.
And that's a beautiful thing.
Beautiful.
That's a super beautiful
and
thing. Not everybody can do that. And
exactly.
And I believe that will cause her to have a long lasting career even after the ring, because she can look in the mirror and know who she is.
Because I'm a tightwad. I squeezed the beard off Abraham. But I was honored to see her and her family out at the skating rink and buy their pizza one time. That felt good. So if I spent the money, it had to be special.
If he did that,
it was special.
That was an honor.
Skateland. It was special to me.
Oh, I didn't know.
Because ain't nobody else getting a dime.
I didn't know you did
so
that.
Terry Lisa says she most definitely has overcome adversity from pain to passion.
Yes.
And I'm gonna be quiet after this. What I'm looking forward to, because she's proven everything in the ring that she needs to prove. I know she just got that based on what we've seen on the television and media. She just signed a new contract, like $8 million.
Right.
I don't think that's enough, because for me, and it's not even biasness. It's like her accomplishments speak,
and the fight,
her accomplishments, and I know that it has to do with putting people in the seats too.
Right.
But her accomplishments, if it was just by accomplishments, then she would have $100 million dollar a payday just for even sitting at the table.
Right. Now, is it fair to say this? I agree, but sometimes things are about numbers, and unfortunately, they don't treat the lady sport like the man sport. But my biggest disappointment is nothing with Miss Shields. I feel that money, $100 million you talking about, should show up in endorsements.
It should have been.
Should have been.
I'm saying that to me, I was when she during the Olympic stuff, I was waiting for the Wheaties stuff.
I'm looking for the Wheaties.
Because I would have still had it in somewhere in storage somewhere.
Definitely.
For
I'm not gonna
as a
lie,
collector's item.
I would have ate mine, but I'd have kept.
I kept the box. You know what I'm saying?
But
you would have had a truckload.
But
of Wheaties
I agree. But once again, it ain't too late for her to get her money. But we have to just try to stay on people about, hey, you want to sponsor this person, and we need to see her sponsored on more things.
But me bias again. I'm interrupting.
Oh, you
me bias. Okay, that anybody, everybody. It's like I'm a grudge holder. So for me, anybody that could have and have traditionally signed Olympic athletes after they won gold, that come now. They should triple whatever it is they would have offered at first.
Well, I'm gonna just say this
because you don't. That's just blatant disrespect.
Wait, I hear you. And listen,
they got the money and they have the resources and all that.
Don't think that I wasn't sitting around here upset like, man, what how the hell they gonna play and not this? But the thing is, once again, the beauty and positivity. Instead of her sitting and letting that take her,
that's why
somewhere else.
She's
that champion and representing what a champion stands for. But we gonna keep it in prayer and hope that she get her due money wise. But in the meantime, let's go with the truth of this. If you sit and this is what you got, and you understand life, money, politics, take what you got and make it work for you to where you don't have to ever be in a struggling situation again.
And still
Because
fight the fight.
I agree with you. I'm with
Hey,
you.
look, I'm
I
standing
mean,
on what
I
I
get the
said,
baseball
but,
bat
know,
and
I
things.
get
I'm with you.
that
Still
she's
fight.
living the life that she living. But I'm saying
It could be
for me,
greater
you
and better.
if it was up to me and I was a part of a team helping to get that money,
Well,
y'all gotta show the respect that y'all missed out on.
Okay, but let me ask you this and this. You know, at the end of the day, just like I share with her through things that we don't like to take place, some things we cannot make people do. You know, we can't make them as much as we know is right, what it should be.
And guess
So
what? She
I,
ain't got to sign with
but
people.
what I admire about
Period.
her as we sitting here going on about that, hey man, this young lady was out here exercising her magic and her beauty, passing turkeys out. She not sitting around hung up about this
At
to
all,
stop her
because
growth.
she a grinder. She
So
she
okay
out there.
then.
She get it.
So I'm not, I don't want to
Well, I
take
get,
and bring,
but
I feel what you're
I get
saying,
what Grundy's
but
saying.
I'm just looking at the beauty in her positivity and how she rolling.
She could be positive and still have a
Thank you.
grind on the neck of those that
Yeah.
disrespected her.
Thank you.
Because I'm
You
saying,
can't
look,
make
to me,
people.
I get what you're saying.
Because
You've
the
been more
fight-
politically correct, but I'm like
but
this.
the
I would
fight
love to
is-
see her
She's showing
getting
through action that look, y'all walked over me and y'all played yourself.
That's what she's showing.
That's
But
the
the
beauty of her
fight-
positivity to
Yeah.
me.
And that's
Yeah.
the part of the fight though. That's the
Right.
part it's gonna push her through. It's because
That might be what
She
gives her
stands
that
up.
extra gear for all of that. I'm sorry for saying ass whoopings, but for all that, them beatings she put down on them people. she take that energy, bring it in the ring, and tear the ass
Yeah,
up.
keep giving it
I
to
can
her so
use
she
my
can keep
language.
giving.
I can
Well,
show
she
you better
puts
than I
it-
can tell you.
She puts it on your ass.
But I'm
about
saying,
it.
look,
Yeah.
hey, whatever needs to happen. Look, if they put a bunch of money behind can't even remember her name. She was in MMA. But
Ronda Rousey.
Mm-hmm. She
They did. They put some. I don't know what exactly her gross was.
Well, it's two different sports.
But they
Two different sports.
but regardless, she's
A woman.
bigger than Ronda Rousey. So I agree with you. She should get that bread.
Yeah.
Now,
Well,
I think it's debatable that she was bigger than Rousey in Ronda Rousey's height because they pushed Ronda Rousey's name so strongly, and she had a huge machine.
Yeah.
Now, nationally and globally, yes, she's known. Clarissa Shields known as a Olympic gold athlete.
Two
but when
times.
it
Let's
comes
not say that
two times.
Okay.
And has the, if not the best, one of the best boxing records in history, male or female.
Yeah.
And with that Dana White and other people should have came and said, "Oh, this is a phenomenon. This is something that doesn't happen often," and put something together on the side, and they could be doing those things out. I'm ignorant to all these things because I don't know.
Let's switch this up to try to get her money. I'm trying.
That's what I'm saying.
I want to be. Want to be a temporary promoter right now. Let's take this event. You understand? This global thing that could be bigger than any event in the world, and let's take away the just straight boxing, and let's put her and Layla Ali in the cage, and let Dana White promote that money up for her, and let her go because Layla can't whoop her. I love Muhammad Ali. I love Layla because of her father, but she can't mess with T-Rex. She cannot mess with her.
Period.
So, hey, but let's bring that on. That brings the money. Let's bring the money if it will, so this young lady can get her money.
I agree with you, but I wouldn't want to see Layla get beat like that. No. I wouldn't want to see
Clarissa class act. Once she go ahead and
but
drop
when she in the ring,
she ain't gonna hurt her. She just letting her know
when she in the
you
ring,
out
she
your
gonna
class.
She gonna teach class. She gonna teach class.
You out your class. But she ain't gonna just hurt her. She gonna do the same way her daddy used. Muhammad Ali used to do. People would tell the ref, "Come on, hey, T-Rex gonna do the same thing. Look, get her now. Come on, just get her. You see,
she ain't doing too well.
She ain't doing too good right now.
So, but yeah, all that said,
she might even bring a pillow and throw
it's wonderful how consistent she's been when it comes to supporting the place where she came from. Because honestly, some folk have
forgotten about.
No, they were negative towards her.
Yes,
they act like she owed them something.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, let's look at this. Let's look at this as well. There's always politics and things, and sometimes, hey, man, I'm not a person, but I do see where they're trying to say this or trying to say that. But at the end of the day, look where she's standing. and she's standing tall, and you got to get some binoculars to look up at her.
And look what, yep.
I can't wait
The
to see that
champ.
$100 million.
I
Wouldn't
love
that
to
be
see it
beautiful?
for her.
And then
I love to
her
see it for her.
That would be
because
beautiful.
because
I mean,
she's so
if I-
adamant about
yeah.
female sports, her being the owner and the head of a female sports agency, $1 billion agency for female sports, because the type of character that I've seen from the distance that she shows is she's not going to let you just. It doesn't matter. She'll walk away from the money before she sell her soul. That's the type of energy I get from her.
Okay.
And so if she's fighting for people, she's fighting for people. So if she
Right.
fighting the ring,
Oh, she definitely
or
trying to
she
get the
fighting in
ladies they
business,
do.
I think she would be her company that she will be attached to will be one of the
Yes.
largest female
Yes.
sports agencies in the
Yes.
world
Yes.
because of her tenacity and her
Yes.
the way that she would fight for
Yes.
the women.
Well, let's all keep that prayer in that her day come for
I don't
that.
think it's a
'cause
prayer. I
she
think it's
deserves
reality
it.
waiting.
It's a reality
Well,
waiting.
well, if it's reality waiting, let's let that reality come for her because it's much deserving.
Yeah.
Much deserving.
And thank you so much, Clarissa, for those.
Thank you.
If
Definitely.
did nobody else tell you out of the mud is telling you thank you for blessing Flint with those turkey and the meal preps. That was beautiful.
If I got $10, you can get 5. That's all I can
so
tell
crazy.
you. That's all I can tell you. You mean that much to me.
That's right. Yeah, so that the power of being in positive can go a long way.
Definitely. And that's a clear-cut example of it. Right there.
Yeah.
Look at her. Look. Oh, it's not
okay.
up there. But the champ is here. It ought to be there. The champ is there.
Yeah.
Pull that up
So
for us.
if
Pull that up for us because the champ is here.
So if y'all can have positivity to somebody's life on a daily basis, maybe that'll uplift yourself. Sometimes being positive when you're going through something bad, that'll help you out as well as helping somebody else out. Because we don't know what all she go through, but whatever the things and the triumph that she go through, bringing positivity and blessings to somebody else has also blessed her many times. And that goes for me. Even
There she go.
Even when I'm going through something, like, today was a rough day today, and still I keep my head up and I try to think nothing but positive, and it still brought me here today.
Right. But you have to remember this, and it's just the bottom line. Before you could pass beauty or anything on to another person, you gotta possess it yourself.
Yeah.
So learn the beauty within yourself first. Make sure you find out where you at as a person and look at all, everybody think a dollar defines your greatness and your richness. No, she was rich before she ever made that money because her spirit and her drive
and her gift
to go where she went, she was rich, and she's rich already. Rich before she ever got a dollar. But you go ahead.
We talked about gifts on Sassy Tea Sunday. That's a gift. She recognized her gift at an early age. And that's why I was telling, when you recognize your gift, act on it. Don't let your gift just be wasted.
Can I ask you a question? Did she recognize her gift? Or let me ask this, or did she get guided by a spirit to take her to where it would be discovered?
A combination of both.
To where it would be discovered. Because if I'm not mistaken, out of not having nothing to do, she wandered in the gym, if I'm not mistaken, wandered in there, looked at it, and said, hey, you know what? I'm finna burn my time off in here and there. So maybe she was guided by the spirit and took her there.
Yeah, but that's
just a thought.
Yeah, but it's still it's something that's a gift, though. I mean, that's something that was probably.
No, I was just going by when you said she knew her gift.
Yeah,
but when I looked at the movie, and if that particular part of the movie was accurate, I think she just wandered up there and didn't know what was going on, and then wanted to take part, and they didn't want to let a girl even participate up in that gym. But I believe she got guided
into
up
her
in
gift.
there,
I
and
mean,
then discovered what her gift was.
Yeah,
that's just my opinion.
Yeah, but just growing up in Flint, having to fight your way through different battles, that discovers a lot of gifts in people too. Just the fight of being here in Flint. And coming up through school and battling home base and battling school base and realize that it was a fight. And it probably turned that fight into something else. She went to that gym.
As they say, let that be fuel to her fire. I get
Fuel
what you're
to her
saying.
fire, yeah.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
but once she realized she had it, hey, let's go.
Yeah.
So,
but like I said, I think it was amazing because it appeared to be a higher power that led her there.
Absolutely, I'm not disputing that either. Because,
but I do know this as well. Now I can't say this fairly. She do come from a background of a fighting family.
Mm-hmm.
I went to school. I went to school with her auntie Mott, Martha Shields. Name was Mott.
Okay.
And anybody that know at Dordt Elementary School, her aunt Mott whoops your ass. That was a fighting young lady.
See, so it might run in the
Oh no, it ain't might, it did.
Okay.
Oh,
so
it
there
did.
it is. So that was, I think that was
So
an
that was there.
inbred gift.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. So, once you recognize you have that gift, work on it. We talked about that in life.
People everybody has their own different talent and calling. And when you allow yourself to tap into that positive part of your life, it's easy to find out what it is and then start your journey on achievement of what it is.
Well, I miss my gift.
Yeah, that's not true because
I miss my
all
gift.
the people I've witnessed you help, ain't no way in hell that I can sit here and accept what you just said. All the people I done watched you get a girl from the gas station that was getting jumped on by her boyfriend and didn't know her and took her to your house and helped her get her mind right in there. So
and already had a family in my house.
But I just disagree with what you said about your gift. And that's why I tell you, and I say it all the time to everyone, you got to discover what's in you and the beauty that you possess inside and the love before you can pass it on. But you got it in you, but you just got to tap all the way into it so it's not a fluke and this is a part of who I am and what God had for me to do and assigned me to do.
I have accepted.
Not one person. I done watched you help several people, but I'm going to stop right there.
I have accepted the fact that's my calling. I didn't want to accept that because I kept saying, no, I'm not going to help nobody else. No, I'm not going to do this. But I just constantly continued to do it. So I just accept the fact that that's my calling. Now, I do believe that me being a comedian
is that a beautiful thing,
is my gift.
But is that a beautiful thing?
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't trade it in.
That's a beautiful thing.
Because I've been blessed behind it.
It's a beautiful thing.
But I wouldn't trade
when
that.
You embrace
that
it properly.
But being a comedian is where it's my gift.
Well, your mom surely is a hell of a comedian. We could get her. Here we'll get agents calling us.
I know, Mama.
From what she is sitting say.
Ooh, we can't even say it on Out of the Mud.
But again, this last half was about the quote, Miss Clarissa Shields. We all salute you. We're so proud of you. Continue doing what it is that you do. Inside that, in which, in my opinion, is continue to be a champion in the ring and outside the ring. Because one thing's for sure, you will never ever be nothing less than the champion that you are.
Absolutely. And I think
that's about it. You know what I'm saying? We like to thank everybody for tuning in.
And I'd like to give a shout out to
MUA
Jock. Makeupismylife.com. Look her up. Go and check her out.
Black owned.
Black owned. Absolutely. We need to support.
Have our own beauty supplies.
Yep.
Yes.
Makeupismylife.com. And thanks to the whole Out of the Mud family, Tara Lisa, thank you.
And my daughter, Money Michael, thank you for tuning in and watching your pops. You mean a lot to me. Love you dearly.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you. Have a good night. Clarissa, number one. Leave her alone, Layla.